Part of having a magnetic morning is starting my day with breath work. Here's a simple practice that you can do in the morning to awaken yourself, bring in some energy, and also land with some grounding. So go ahead and find a comfortable seat. The first thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna do what's called a sigh of relief. This is an active inhale and a passive exhale. It sounds like this. As I inhale, I am actively inhaling. And as I exhale, I am surrendering. I am allowing my breath to just completely come out of my body with little to no control. This is a practice. If you find yourself resisting or you find yourself in a stuck point with this, know that that is completely normal. Continue to practice. This sigh of relief practice can also be done, I love to do this, before meetings, before I go on live, before I make a video, before I have a conversation. I use it when I want to clear space. So if I'm feeling a little like anxious or feeling a certain feeling, I might and see how that goes for me, right? It's not going to fix anything, but it can clear up some space or give us space to process some things maybe more honestly with ourselves. So after you do the sighs of relief, I recommend you do 4 of those. Breathing deep into your belly and releasing, completely releasing and surrendering. This in itself is a beautiful practice. Stop here if you only have 1 minute in the morning. If you have more time, the next thing you're gonna do is go from 4 sighs of relief, and then you're gonna go from nostril breathing. This is one of the ideal practices that I learned in a breathwork course by Johnny Longinaitis called Re-Inspire Breathwork Instructor. So I'm so excited that I learned this because it's been so supportive for me on my own journey. So 4 active inhales with the passive exhale, surrendering on the exhale, and then you're gonna follow it with nose breathing. So it'll sound like this. Last inhale, exhale, inhale through your nose. Coming back to that breath in and out of your nose brings you back into that presence. Now from this state, feeling through that for just a few rounds. So let's say you do 4 sighs of relief and then 10 breaths in through your nose, out through your nose. The next thing that I want you to do is place 1 hand on your heart and 1 hand on your belly. One of the most beautiful practices that you can do for yourself in the morning is come back into your body, right? Once we come out of dreamland, sometimes we can feel a little spacey, a little airy, and we really need to come back down. I call that grounding or reconnecting to the earth. So we can do that through some body movements. You can either put your feet on the physical ground, or if you're like me and you like to do this in bed, put 1 hand on your heart and 1 hand on your belly. You're using the energy of your hands to connect, and you actually want to push a little. So not heavily push on yourself so it's uncomfortable. I want your muscles to feel light and easy, and then maybe the palms of your hands push in, 1 on your belly button and 1 on your heart. And just keep that nostril breathing going. See if you can bring that attention down to the lower hand, keeping that upper hand still. This is called breath awareness. And we're beginning to consciously breathe into that lower hand. For me, this is a beautiful practice in the morning to just simply recognize my state. Where am I? Am I feeling balanced? Am I feeling in my body? You know, sometimes we wake up in the morning and like I said, we're feeling a little out of body or we're feeling imbalanced. If you wake up in the morning and you're sometimes just like step out to go to the bathroom and you're a little wobbly, a really good practice is to ground. And again, that can look like hand on your heart, hand on your belly, or feet on the ground. So with that hand on your heart, hand on your belly, keep that breath circulating again, just in and out through your nose, allowing yourself to relax and really just feeling what it feels like to have your hands on your body, feeling your heartbeat, noticing your breath, noticing where your breath flows. It's as simple as that. If you only have 2 to 3 minutes in the morning, stop here. If you have another 2 minutes, for the next 2 minutes, you can even use a timer and like I said, sit up in bed and do this, but you're gonna open your hands. So palms are gonna be up. Maybe you have your legs crossed or maybe your legs go straight out in front of you. That's what I like to do. And you put your hands face up either next to you or on your lap. And what you're gonna do is just start to bring in your breath. So maybe you clear that space with that sigh of relief. And then what I want you to do is to do triangle breathing. So you're going to inhale, exhale, hold empty. So count, inhale 1, 2, 3, exhale for 1, 2, 3, and then hold empty for 1, 2, 3. Inhale for 1, 2, 3. Exhale for 1, 2, 3, and hold empty for 1, 2, 3. You will continue on this cycle. Now, 3 in, 3 out, 3 hold will likely be very easy for you. It's okay if it's not. It is okay if it's not. Go up to 4 if it is. Go up to 5 if it is. Go up to 6 if that is. You're going to start to feel some presence and some relaxation, but you will also feel that that exhale and that hold are a little challenging. And so when you go to the inhale, you might really want to inhale really hard. Try to do this practice in a way that you can control the inhale, the exhale, and the hold, followed by the inhale, the exhale, the hold. So that will be our practice for the beginning of this challenge. This is, again, just an easy breathwork practice that you can do. It'll start to bring breath awareness, conscious breathing, and you can start to play with some cadences for your breath. Triangle breath is another really good breath if you are just feeling your feels during the day and you want some sense of control. So try to do that. Again, you're going into a work situation, you're going into a conversation, even if it's 5 rounds. So 3 in, 3 out, 3 hold, 3 in, 3 out, 3 hold, 5 times. Amazing. Just do that. Bringing awareness to our breath can help us shift our feelings, can help us shift our emotions, and it can help us ultimately shift our energy. So tapping into this in the morning, again, from that standpoint of the magnetic morning, we're bringing in magnetism by coming into our bodies first. We're not letting other people disrupt our energy. We're not even letting other people influence our energy before we go out and do our breath work. So try that out, give it a try, and let me know how it goes.